Hey, it's Lord Nurgle coming to you from the realm of chaos, and I've decided that since I do a lot of time playing games by myself a lot lately, I don't really stream much anymore. I decided maybe it's a good idea to go ahead and start recording all the stuff that I play. So I spend a lot of my time on Mortal Kombat 1. Those of you that know me in the past know that I'm a avid Mortal Kombat fan. I've played the last few of them multiple times. So let's get into it. The whole purpose of this video is I decided one of the things I want to do is I want to record a lot of my gameplay and then rewatch the gameplay and see if I can kind of spot where can I improve, where can I get better to critique myself and see where my mistakes were. See, I come from the fighting game community. I spent some time trying to play, you know, what's the phrase, tournaments and stuff, and you know, with the fact that I have 3 children and a full-time job and all this, I don't exactly have the time to compete anymore, so I play a lot just casually now. You know, I'm just a filthy casual online warrior, but I still love to get better, get smarter at the game, and progress and understand the mechanics better and learn all different types of characters and all the fun stuff. That's the reason I enjoy fighting games, is I really do enjoy that competitive side of it and the challenge of learning, because you learn something new all the time when you're playing. So anyway, we are our own worst critics, and one of the things I figured is by going through this video is, not only will it show where my failures are and trying to critique myself, I figured it might actually be helpful for other individuals that like to play fighting games and that want to get better at it, because I do get asked that question quite a bit. Is like, how do you get good at this stuff? How do you learn to get good at it? And I'll be honest, I don't consider myself good. I consider myself, like, you know, average, slightly above average. I guess I have a little more knowledge than most people that just play fighting games casually do. But anyhow, I want to look at this and go through it and see, well, where can I get better? Now, this entire session was a Combat League session, right? And I was playing as Nitara through the whole thing, and I used a combination of between Nitara, Frost as a cameo, and I used Chameleon sometimes to switch out, because sometimes I like to switch out the cameo whenever I'm going, because it allows me to have more surprises for my opponents. So it's like, okay, guys reading me, or my opponents are reading me quite well. They understand all the little tricks and things I'm trying to do with Frost, so I'll just change it to Chameleon and see, well, now I've got a different set of things and different methods I can utilize. Anyway, so let's get started here. So I'm going to not skip around. I might pause here and there just to kind of reverse it, rewind, and see where are my failures? Where am I screwing up in all these sets that I can get better? And I will admit, during this session that's been recorded, I won almost every set except for like 1 or 2 of them. But still, even when you win, there is still holes you can find in what you did, so that you can fix those issues and find what you should practice and work on. So let's watch this and let's see, where could I do better? So this first match was with this guy named Earl Bundy. So yeah, that's right. I remember this one. But like, it just desynced out of nowhere. I was wrecking shop on him. You know, I rarely ever see Jax. See, there's where my failure was. I had an input error, so my fingers were moving too fast for the input. I was trying to do 1-2, 1-2 to punish. See, I've got to figure out a better way to end those combos, because I've noticed for some reason when I do the combo that I do there, I never seem to be able to connect to the final part, which is 2-4. Alright. Yeah, I remember this guy now, too. He was not using Homelander. He was using Noob Sabat. And even though I won, Noob Sabat's a tricky character. So let's look and see where can I get better on this. Oh, God, the connection was bad in this one, too. Like, it was really sus with the way the connection was. But even then, there's still things you can glean out of watching that. They're doing the fake out. See, one of the things I need to learn to do is right there. Let me stop that and go back. One of the things I need to learn how to do when I'm playing Nitara is because they buffed her. So the dive kick does a bounce now, but the dive kick is also safe if you meter burn it. And one of the problems I always make a mistake is I will, let's see, almost every time I will make a mistake. Like, watch right here. Watch, he'll do it. I'll try to do the back, boom, right there. You see, I always screw up. I forget to do the meter burn dive kick. And every freaking time, I will follow up with the dive kick after the back, too, and make myself completely unsafe and get punished, like what you see there. And one of those things that's something I just truly got to work on, that I keep noticing that every time whenever I go back and watch this stuff, I always want to do back to. And the option really is I can go back to, you know, fly forward and do another air attack, or do back to, and then start doing meter burn dive kicks. That way I'm safe. Oh yeah, Noob's combos can be pretty sick. The good thing about Ford 2, or Ford 1-2, is it's very, very safe. But that's one of my problems here. I think I need to put a little more pressure on him and find ways to do better pressure. Yeah, that was a stupid mistake I made there. I should never had pulled Frost out and just let her do the whole thing. That was just a terrible idea. See, there, if I start, like, that's what I was trying to do initially, but I always forget to meter burn it. I'm going to start meter burning it now. I've got to make that a new habit. Probably should just go into practice and set a random combo blocking system so that, or whatever, so that I can practice, you know, hit confirming into going into that, so that if I do attack and hit the kick, I know to do the meter burn. Because the meter burn will give you space, too. You won't be, like, right in front of their face whenever you do it. So, yeah. That's what I'm going to do.
I have no blood.
Round one, fight.
Alright, let's see. Yeah, his connection was so bad. Like, it was faltering and messing up some of the inputs I was doing. But even then, like, I can see kind of, like, what I can do better on here. The wake up, I need to pay a little closer attention from the wake up. I need to watch him a little bit more, so I'm not doing that. Because typically, he'd be able to attack me. I've got to remember, too, that that string has a low in it. And I have to keep an eye out on it. Because he was catching me a lot with that one, because there's like 3 versions. There's a one that it has a low mix-up in it, or you can just end it with an overhead, or you can just do a standing 2 to a low with them. Noob's actually really fun to play.
Round two, fight.
I was lucky he didn't try to do something with me there. Yeah, because of the lag, I went with like straight up consistency there, just to say, okay, I gotta keep the consistency going. That's another problem. I tried to do air to air with him, and I forget that he has that one attack in there. So, I mean, let's pause for a second. We'll go back really quick. If you pay attention to his attack there, like... Now watch, I'm gonna try to jump, and that was the mistake I made, was I tried to go for it when he's jumping, and I forgot. He has that air attack that's air to air and just wrecks you. Well, it doesn't wreck you, but you gotta watch what you're doing with it, because I just forget that he has that. That's, you know, something I guess I gotta practice is how to get around when he does that. What's a better way of dealing with him? Jumping towards, when he jumps and you jump towards him, it's not really good. Not to mention, you're kind of brave if you jump in on Noob, just because the fact that he does that teleport that he has. Now, if the lag hadn't have gotten me, I probably would have came close to hitting him. Yeah. I should have just backed up and blocked there. And just let him pop the little bubble on me, so I'm blocking it. God, that connection was so bad. Look at it, like literal, like solid freezes in the middle of combos, just completely stopping me from completing what I'm doing. It's just sucking up the inputs that I'm putting out. See, that's another thing I think that I can do a little more often, is just pulling Frost out to do that that cancel, or just pull Frost out just so I can get that solid little thing, because it can soak up an attack. She'll go away, yeah, you lose her for a few seconds, but you know, she soaks up an attack that allows you now to get in on them because they just tried to use an attack that failed. I mean, I need to start doing that a little more often, just kind of baiting with that, to bait them to come at me with her. I notice most of the time when I pull her out, most people just sit back and block, and they just block, and that's another reason I cancel it. Or sometimes I'll use it as pressure, and I'll just do a pressure like a string, and then pull her out, and then cancel it while she's in the middle of it. But some people just go like, well, what do I do? But it's weird the way people act about Frost. Truth is, I normally use Chameleon with Nitara. I do like using Striker too. Yeah, that set was just like, whatever. I'm glad that set's over with, actually. I'm glad I was done having to watch that set. That was just not a fun set to watch. I think my next set was with another noob player. I've noticed noob has gotten quite popular around the player base. I know a lot of people are starting to pick him up because of Sonic Fox, but then he's just a popular character. I never really saw the appeal of him, but you know, it is what it is, I guess. Alright, so we have Loverboy here. Let's see what I did with him, because I think I beat this guy, but I think the fight was a bit of an uphill battle. I think he actually was using Raiden. So it wasn't new. One of these is a new player. Alright, here we go. Yep, it's Raiden. I'm gonna say something really quick. I absolutely hate the fact that NRS gave hats to Raiden that almost look like Kung Lao's hats. Because when I first fought him at one point, like when it started, I thought that it was Kung Lao at first, and I was like, oh shit, no, that's Raiden. Because that fucking hat looks like Kung Lao's hat. Alright, let me restart that so I can see the beginning of the match. Alright. Go. Okay, come on, guy, let's go. Come on, there it goes. Alright. So, let's see, how did this Raiden start out? Because what happened with me? We might have to stop and analyze. Alright. He starts Serena, and so I need to watch my wake up a little bit more. I probably should wake up a lot less. I've been doing it a little too habitually lately, so I need to kind of stop relying on it so much. And right there, when I woke up, because my attack is a high, his little kicks just went right over. But sometimes I'll catch him when he's trying to do that stuff. Sometimes. Okay. I need to come up with a better way to use that wall with Nitara instead of just using it just to kind of create a false thing. I need to watch the wake-ups more with Raiden. Raiden players love waking up. I don't know why. Ah, see, I did it again. Need to meter burn. Let's see, what else do we got here? Standard throw. That Serena thing. You gotta watch it. Every time you play against a Serena and you get full screen, these guys love to do that shit with full Serena. There's ways around that electricity. That full charge. I always screw it up. I should not have gone for the wall there. That was just a silly idea. Just a waste of my cameo bar. Ooh. I gotta watch it with my moving in on Raiden, because Raiden can just do that shit to you.
I will bathe in your blood. Final round.
See, even when the round is going in my favor, even whenever I'm winning the match, one of the things that I look at and I go back and look at these is because there are still mistakes being made. As the phrase goes, mistakes were made. And you can better fix those mistakes and better practice getting around those. So in this case, one, it's still the same problem I had. I need to start practicing meter burning the kick and hit confirming that that back two attack. And I need to start using the back two with the extra air attack in the back two, because you can sometimes catch people off guard with that. And it can be kind of almost a mix-up, because you can go back two, fly towards them and do a two, like an air two attack, and then continue on with a combo there. And you can really catch people that way. So I need to practice getting used to doing the meter burn kick attack. And some people will say, well, you're kind of wasting the meter, because if you do connect, you get the combo anyway. But the thing is I would gladly burn 1 meter bar and regain that bar than have to deal with a punish, especially from Raiden playing certain cameos like Serena. Like, Raiden has the potential to get some high amounts of damage off of one combo. He can be a 1 to 2 touch death character if you're really not careful. So it's just something to keep in mind. So I think that's where I need to look, is I need to make sure that I do not do that damn dive kick without a meter burn whenever I'm trying to combo from back two. All right, let's keep going.
Fight.
Yeah, that was silly of him. I'm lucky that he didn't unfreeze him up. Their input error. I don't know why, but sometimes I'll get this input error when I'm trying to do stuff. Maybe I'm pressing things too fast, and I'm in the air trying to do a combo, and he says, F it, I'm just gonna back up. Gotta start watching. Watch that right there. I always forget. Now, if you, with that kick, in between there's a gap. So if he does that hit, and then when he's following up with that cartwheel kick, I always forget that that's interruptible. So I could actually meter burn a blood spit, stop him right there, and gain back the turn and take my turn back on him, or take a turn on him. So I always forget about that, and I got to remember that. That's something I need to practice again, is matchup practice. I need... Ooh. You got to be careful with Frost's down freeze. It's unsafe, and if I make that mistake, I get too much in the habit of going forward 1 into the Frost. I got to start mixing it up more. I'm not sure what I did wrong there. Maybe I just jumped in and I shouldn't have. This was pure luck what happened here. This was actually pure fucking luck what happened there. pure luck. There is absolutely no way of not fixing that, of like fixing what I did wrong there. Get him behind me and do that. I was just lucky that the ice ball stuff was done before I didn't have time to block, you know. There, I just need to remember when he pulls that out, I gotta block after I get the dive kick. There's not much I can do about it. See, I do down 4 way too much when I'm that close, because in down 4, oh, see, there I go again. Didn't meter burn. I gotta start meter burning, especially naked dive kicks.
I will bathe in your blood. Round 2, fight!
Where are we going next? Okay. I'm lucky he didn't punish me when I did that with the spit, because I should not have done that. There we go. Okay. I made that mistake there. I was just like, bloop, and did the back 4 for no reason. Should have just I should have capitalized on that, and I didn't. You really do need to know your opponent's strings, especially like ratings. For some reason, again, I did that. Gotta remember when he does that, cannot approach. You have to approach with a low. Okay, so we got that done. That was my mouse cursor always disappears on me. So, that match, clearly, I didn't do a bad job. And clearly that Raiden was not the best Raiden to play against. But I made quite a bit of mistakes there, and we pointed out. So, I think maybe I need to do a little bit more practice against the Raiden matchup, just to kind of understand his strings better, and understand the flow of what a Raiden player wants to do. And I need to start seriously preparing for him to do his wake-up attacks.
I have
Round 1, fight!
Yeah, so this was a new player. Vonti TV, I don't know if that's a YouTuber or something, but he was a good noob player, for the most part. Okay, see, that's what he catches me with a lot of the time. Let's go back. I have to become very aware. Right here. That right there. That string. Like, I've been goofing around with noob, and I found that, like, that string, you have this, it's this high, low attack. It's like this high, mid, whatever. There's a low in there, too. Which what you can do is, like, I think it's, like, you can do that one, and then the third hit can be the overhead, and it's a very delayed overhead, but there's also if you do 2-4, it'll be a hit, and the second hit will be low. Both of which will drop you, but this one bounces, and I think this one comes close to letting you do a combo. I don't remember. I need to pay closer attention to that string, so I need to practice dealing with that string. I went forward. I need to tighten up and get better at corner combos. Ooh, I gotta start mixing it up more. As I noticed, I didn't really do any mixing before I did that. He just assumed I was gonna do it, and I fell right for the. I went straight predictable too. Okay, wasn't bad. All right. Once again, I get hit by the anti-air, and I really need to stop just like flying towards him when he has the ability to fly up or to jump up like that. Ooh. I'm just falling for just... That's another one. I was not aware that he could do that. Because no one ever does that to me whenever I play this character. Or play with Frost. So, if you look... Watch. Yeah, always get the hit below. There he goes. Then... Bam! Until this set, this was the first guy or player I fought that did that. That meter burned through my Frost cameo when I called her out. Because there's a good enough gap in there to do that. He's the first one I've seen do that. And it's like, oh god. And here's the other thing. Every time I did it after this, he pretty much did that every single time. So, again, what I need to do is be wary of calling my cameo, especially against a new player, and I need to start mixing things up a little bit more instead of being as predictable, going, I'm going to do this, then to the cameo, or I'm going to do back two into the cameo, because every time they're like, they know this guy has quick reflexes and goes, bam, I'm just going to throw it out there. See, I did like what I did there. That did create kind of, you know, it's like, look, here, there's a wall behind you. See, he didn't make that a slouch of an attack. He made that a tough fight for me. Like, he made a tough fight for me in that match.
Round one, fight.
Okay. He didn't go for the air block, I think, or the up block. Ooh, I was lucky on that. And that's another thing. You have to be careful. I keep forgetting with Noob, you can't really be air happy because he'll get that teleport on you. Good thing is the teleport hits high, it doesn't hit mid. Yep. Naked. Did a naked one, but I think that was an up block, so it wouldn't even mattered if I had meter burned it. But still, there's another naked one. Gotta start meter burning these. And look, I have 3 bars of meter at that time. I could have burned one, and I wouldn't even had to worry about having to do a wake up after that.
I will bathe in your blood. Round 2, fight.
I gotta see how safe his strings are. Oh, even if I meter burned there, he would have been able to hurt me. But he didn't capitalize on the damage. See, I'm wondering, I don't know. Yeah, see? He learned that I can easily just armor break every single one of those attacks. Wait a minute. Was I not able to block after he did that? I should have been able to block. I guess maybe he slipped me up because I didn't realize the low was coming. Throws are good, but you gotta watch it. Some people you can get real predictable on throws. I try to kind of mitigate my use of the throw a lot, or reliance on it. Once again, I could have meter burned that, and if he would have blocked it, it would have been safe. It was such a dumb idea that I didn't even try to do that there. I need to do that pretty much every time I try to do that. There we go again. I screwed up there. I went into that meter burn, or that kick, and I shouldn't have done that.
Nitara wins.
Alright.
Round one, fight.
Gotta be more cautious of those throws. I gotta get ready. I gotta practice defending against that. Oh, I remember now too. This guy kept waking up on me, and I kept just falling for it every time. Almost everybody's wake up attack is absolutely punishable. In that case, I should have meter burned the dive kick, because if I had meter burned it, I would have been safe there, and he wouldn't have gotten that knockdown.
Round two, fight.
Once again, falling for a wake up. See, I'm lucky he didn't do what I thought he was gonna do when I tried to do it. Now, that was another mistake I made. I should never have finished with 1-2-1-2 because that is punishable. He may not have punished me there, but I got lucky that he didn't punish me. I wasted a cameo bar with that wall because I was stupid and jumped over him. I'm a meter burn. You cannot want to try to do it. Oh no, I didn't have a meter.
Your realm will feed mine. Final round, fight.
Okay, so yeah, that was smart for me to do that. When he predicts that he's gonna do it, there's strings that just break the armor, and he just makes me look like a fool here. My mistakes are very clear. My mistakes were that, one, I was being a little too aggressive, I was being too predictable, the wake-ups, just not doing my proper defense against him. Yep, here I switch to the cameos, and I do fairly decent switching to Chameleon here, but in the end it doesn't work out for me. Let's see. Yeah, see, I can sacrifice, like, if you can get your cameo out, you can sacrifice them so that you don't have to worry about taking a hit. Okay? And once again, I made that mistake of not using my, what's it called? My meter burn dive kick. Yeah, I wrecked him this first round. I don't know how I managed to I just lost it all in the next one. I need to start practicing with punishing. Like, I need to start practicing, like, being able to get in and then just kind of move out and then just take advantage of them trying to use that. Like there, where I baited him to do the down two. Actually, I might have won this set. I don't remember, or this match. Oh, there we go again, not watching out for the meter burn. Or the armor. I need to start practicing punishing that. Oh, I did win this match. But he beat me in the next one. So I gotta work on doing some more punishes. Because I'm not punishing some of these moves, like that one attack that he got me with, I could have punished that with a full combo, and I completely did it because I pressed the wrong button. Yeah, I messed up, so I got I need to learn his learn how the makeup of his strings are a little bit better. If you know how to block the different strings they have, you can actually take advantage of their and defend against them much better. Ooh, I got too aggressive there. I remember I kept trying to do my... I gotta practice getting my fatal blow to come out, because I was trying to do that there, and it would not come out for some reason. Maybe I'm not pressing it early enough in the dial combo system. I need to worry about doing 1-2 more instead of 1-2-4, because there's a gap between 1-2-4. Lucky that nobody's been, you know, taking advantage of that. He takes me out here, and I know I just leave, like, right when this is finishing. It's just like, whatever. I don't like some fatalities. Okay. Yeah. So I just leave because I knew it was over. Try this chord. Immediately it works right. I'm like, really? Worth the whole. Okay, we got a cage player. Cage can be hard. Not to mention this dude. Okay. Anyway, you gotta be mindful of a lot of what Cage does. That kick, that like axe kick he does is so obnoxious. It has so much weird range to it. It's very deceptive. See, it comes out so quick, and it has deceptive range. And look here. I never see anybody use Darius. And this guy was like rocking Darius like a champ. Okay, I could have got more out of that. I think that was some input errors that I put in myself. See, I messed up doing that. I shouldn't have done that. I need to figure out how to continue some interesting combo opportunities if I freeze them in the air. Ooh. No one thinks to do stuff like that with Darius.
Let's meet Arch Elder. Final round.
He actually made me want to learn how to goof around with Darius a little bit. Yeah, that's my fault there. See, there, I tried to jump back, not realizing what the range of his normals were. I need to find out and understand the normals, like how far reaching his normals are. So my goal was jump back and do a dive kick, and I didn't make it. I don't know why he did what he did there. That was weird. Like, he literally was like, F it, I'm just gonna boast or do that. I don't know if it was an input error or if he was really trying to show both, but it's just like, why did you do that? Always thought it was a little strange.
The win.
Round one. Fight.
Yeah. So, this is one of my things that I do for players when I'm online is, if I see that they're not moving or they're just standing there and like they're away from the keyboard or, well, AFK at the mic or for a couple of seconds, I'll give them a few seconds to come back beforehand and then start the fight. But if they're gone like 20 seconds, I give them 20 seconds. If they're gone 20 seconds, boom, I'm going in and I'm just going to start fighting. That's just how I do it. And if they come in the middle of it, we keep the fight going. But I give them always 20 seconds, and then that's it. I don't know why I hit down cameo for that. I don't know if that was an error. Sit there. I gotta be a little more cautious about the. I gotta understand his normals a little bit more, so I can better defend against his mix-ups. Yeah, I was lucky he didn't punish me there. that attack, man, it kills me every time. It's that one kick. Every time he gets that one kick on me. Again, it's very deceptive. See, look. Let's look at that real quick. So, let's see if we can back it up just a little bit. Right there. There. That's where it was. This is where I get hit. Look at where the hit is. This is what I mean by this hitbox is very deceptive. Because you don't feel like you're getting hit by that because of where it is. Like, let me use my mouse cursor here. Like, look how much of a gap there seems to be between me and her when he hit me. Now, I was in the middle of the back 4 animation when he hit. But when it hits, it looks like it's just not connecting. So, you have to really understand what the range of that kick is when you do it. I think it's his, I want to say it's his forward 3 or something like that, or back 3 or forward 3. Every single time I get hit by that from a distance, I'm like, how the hell did it hit me? That kick is very deceptive. So for anyone that plays this game, learn the range of that fucking kick, because it will just ruin you every time if you're not paying attention. Okay, let's see, what are we doing here? Alright, so I screwed that up. Again, he got me with that damn kick again. See, like, he loves using it because he knows it's deceptive. He knows it can catch you at a pretty decent range. I mean, honestly, there's plenty to critique here of what I'm doing, my performance. I need to be a little bit mindful on how his mix-ups are, but, you know, to be fair, his mix-ups are a little difficult to hit, or to get used to, because he has so many of them. He is plus on so many strings, it's ridiculous. I remember here, I was going to do my fatal blow, but he broke it. Wow, I got lucky there. That was insane that I did what I did. I shouldn't have gone for that back too, but I did like a fool. Another naked dive kick. See, I meter burned at that time going, I should stop doing that. Although I shouldn't have there, because I would have caught him regardless. Back with that kick again. That kick angers me every time. See, I was gonna try to do... See, like, I was going for a larger combo, and I was gonna try to do the fatal blow. Or not fatal blow, but I was gonna try to do a large combo, and I just did not get it. I got lucky there. There's not much I can say about it, except I got lucky that he dropped it, and that I was able to catch him in that wake up. So let's move on to the next one. We went too far. Alright, so this was with the Liu Kang player. So, I don't know exactly... I don't remember this match too much. I don't know what I was trying to do there. I think I was trying to do an input and it wasn't coming out for some reason. Gotta watch my thing. I gotta watch my pressure with it. See, that's another thing. I completely misjudged the fact that he was using Sector. I didn't realize he was using Sector like a fool, and I was falling for some dumb nonsense. And I'm just falling for crap right now. So I'm making tons of mistakes there. I don't even need to point out the mistakes, because I just looked at that and just like, wow, that was terrible of me. I don't know if I brought this back. I don't think I did. See there? I came in, did that. He up blocked. Not much I can really prepare for or plan for that. He just knew to up block. Excuse me, he just knew to up block, that's all. Sorry if I keep yawning during the video, guys. Oh. That's another thing. Jumping in on the king is just not a great idea. I gotta start mixing that up better and being a little bit more clever with it. Because I'm not being clever here. Okay. See, I don't ever expect that ice ball to hit. I just put it out there to kind of put a little bit of anxiety on them.
Final round. Fight.
Alright. If you hear the noises in the background, it's mostly my dogs goofing around. Okay. So, I did the right thing here with being a little bit more slippery with what I was doing there. I made a mistake. I'm not paying attention that Sector's missiles were coming out. And that's something you have to be mindful of when he's using Sector, is that missile is going to pop out and you got to watch for it. Overall, I didn't do too bad against this Liu Kang, and he's a slippery ass Liu Kang. He knows how to utilize Sector. Hell, honestly, I was kind of having a lot of fun with that Johnny Cage player because the fact that he was using Darius. Darius is really, really cool. Here's the next part. This is the next fight of the set. Like the last part of the set, I think. Just gotta watch it with Sector. So, at that range, I knew it was going to be safer to take the ice ball out, but... Okay. So he knows he knew to up block a lot of the things, and what I was trying to do was do a little pressure with going up and then slip him up that way. Again, I think this Liu Kang player is actually pretty good. It just... I was making a lot of mistakes that one round in that first set. Alright. I always fail when I try to do an air-to-air attack with them. Okay? See, once again, not paying attention that he pulled Sector out of there. It's easy to forget that he's doing that, especially when you're in the heat of the fight. I need to start worrying about the ducks instead of blocking all the time. Yeah, I made a mistake there. But that was my fault because I didn't realize how much time I had for the freeze. Yeah, I didn't take advantage of that. I should have. Again, not paying attention to the fact that he's using Sector, but I probably would have lost that anyway because I've pretty gotten chipped out. Alright, let's see what next. I have to start using that a little more. Using the, what's it called, a little more, her other attacks. I thought I was gonna get hit by that last time I did it. Hey, oh, brutality. I like brutality, those are fun.
Nitara wins.
I think that was the last of the set, honestly. Let me see, yeah, that was the last of the set. Okay, so looking back at this entire video, my biggest problems and biggest hurdles I've seen and noticed watching is I need to practice getting used to doing a meter burn dive kick when I'm trying to just do a naked dive kick, or if I try to do back two into a dive kick. I need to learn to hit confirm it better, as well as get used to meter burning the dive kick so I can stay safe in case it's blocked. Plus, practice doing a couple other little mix-up options whenever it comes to using back two, like back to fly in, back to fly back, you know, stuff like that. I need to understand my opponent's strings a little bit more. So those are just some of my shortcomings. Character experience and knowledge, as well as understanding some hit confirming issues. I need to practice not relying so heavily on Ford 2 Frost Ground Ice. I need to start using her main cameo attacks a little bit better. And I need to tighten up my execution a little bit on some of these combos that I'm trying to do, especially with ending combos when I'm capitalizing on damage. That's what I see out of this entire video of all these little matches I did. And even with the matches where I wasn't getting much, like, had terrible lag with the new match, I still learned and understood what was I doing wrong there. And this is something I think that everyone can learn from, is if you're really trying to push to learn better, especially at a fighting game, go back and you're able to record your match footage, which, you know, all of us using most consoles and PCs today, we're able to do that now. Go back and just watch the footage and like critique yourself. And don't hold back in critiquing yourself. Don't make excuses for the crap you do and the dumb nonsense you do. Take that knowledge too, then hit the lab and learn how to get around that, because now I have a laundry list of things that I know I can work on that could make me better at playing both Nitara and playing against these individuals that I fought tonight. Tell me what you all think. And if you see places where I missed, you know, or mistakes I made that I could fix myself that I'm not noticing, call me out and let me know and tell me, because that's the whole point of this, is for me to learn. And I'm sharing it all with you so that you can also, maybe some of you watching this can take a little more knowledge with you moving forward whenever you're applying it to whatever game you might be playing or whatever scenario you're playing. So yeah, let me know. And as always, ladies and gentlemen, stay jolly, and until next time.